Okay, we're going to talk today about the complete insanity and idiocy of what's going on today in American politics. We just had the election in the primary in Iowa, and Romney came out supposedly on top by 8 votes. Santorum right behind him, and Ron Paul right behind the two of them, almost in a three-way tie. Um, It's a lot of stuff going on as far as what really happened out in Iowa. The exit polls showed Ron Paul winning. Um, it's not. It's not clear what happened. Normally, the exit polls are pretty accurate. Could be a number of factors from the Republican establishment running those caucuses, and they might have put in the fix for Ron Paul, jawboned. People who weren't sure said you got to vote for Mitt Romney or Santorum. Ron Paul isn't an option. Could have been some type of games they played with the totals at the caucuses or when they were totaled back at the Republican headquarters. We don't know. But in all likelihood, Ron Paul is going to have a bunch of, a fair number of delegates from Iowa. That's not totally clear either, but Iowa isn't a big state, and coming in third isn't a knockout blow at all. It's actually pretty decent. The only bad part about it is that the media now seems to have gone back to their old tricks. They're upplaying Rick Santorum. We've gone through all this stuff before. The media gives all this attention to one of the candidates. He shoots up in the polls, and all of a sudden this person is in the lead or close to the lead or whatever. And Rick Santorum doesn't have a great deal of appeal in other parts of the country at all. Here in Maryland, Rick Santorum doesn't have virtually any appeal or any real support. Up in New Hampshire, latest poll supposedly somewhere around 10% or something, and I think that's stretching it to think that he even has 10% in New Hampshire. The media totally exaggerates the facts on the ground. Liberals in general don't like Rick Santorum. At this point, it just seems like they're just grasping onto anybody, as an anti-Romney instead of Ron Paul. They don't want to put it as a choice between Ron Paul and Mitt Romney because they're scared that Ron Paul could come out on top. We don't know for sure what is really going on behind the scenes. But yeah, in some ways, everything that's going on, it doesn't seem, quote, kosher. It's not totally kosher what's going on. There was a CBS poll. I shouldn't say CBS, it's a Suffolk poll. Suffolk University did this poll, and it shows Mitt Romney at 43%, Ron Paul 16%, John Huntsman at 10%, Newt at 9%, and Rick Santorum at 5%. Problem is, this CBS showed that they totally left out Ron Paul. Same old games to say that scared to show Ron Paul in second. The whole election, there's been this downplaying of Ron Paul, this pretending he doesn't exist. And now just same stuff all over again, even though he's clearly in second in New Hampshire, trying to downplay him, to take the person in second place, and you pretend he doesn't exist. And you gotta wonder why. What is going on? I mean, they don't have anything against Ron Paul, do they? They don't personally dislike the man and like Rick Santorum better than Ron Paul. I mean, Rick Santorum has a lot of appeal to evangelicals, and he's big on this anti-gay and anti-gay in general, and against gays getting married, etc. And Ron Paul doesn't have that kind of quote concern about it. He doesn't think the government should be involved in people's personal affairs to regulate their marriage or their personal lives. If they're gay, that's their business. So in that way, you have to wonder, well, why is the media hating him so much and won't even show him in second place in New Hampshire when he's some of what he thinks is in line with what they believe, the media. So what's the reason they want to pigeonhole him as not existing? Okay, we got this CBS poll. It's going to show you. It's on a CBS poll, I'm sorry. It's a Suffolk University poll. They're going to show up on the screen in a second. Let's listen in.
His quote-unquote landslide victory, making fun of it. And then he put all of his cards on the table and made a direct appeal to the voters.
Can we do better here in New Hampshire?
I'm sorry, this is Mitt Romney and John McCain.
Mitt Romney drew big and supportive crowds in the first in the nation primary state.
Yeah, I mean, here we got John McCain, the loser from last time. He didn't. It wasn't a total landslide, but John McCain just didn't compete well against Barack Obama. And now we're supposed to listen to him endorse Mitt Romney. We take a loser from last time, and the loser from last time is telling us to nominate Mitt Romney. If the loser from last time endorses Mitt Romney, what indication is that of his electability? I mean, Mitt Romney lost to John McCain. In a lot of ways, they're very similar. Mitt Romney had some very liberal positions. Now he's flip-flopped and says no, he's not a liberal, he's really a small government guy. So now we're supposed to believe that Mitt Romney is going to beat Barack Obama. He's, quote, electable. Is he really electable? Or is it that he's more, that he has the mainstream thinking that the media likes, and so they present him as being electable. He's electable. Now let's listen to this exchange.
I love this country.
And he picked up a big endorsement from the 2008 Republican nominee.
I'm proud to be here with Senator John McCain, one of America's heroes and a great friend.
The two went head-to-head for the Republican nomination, and Romney campaigned for McCain after he bowed out of the race 4 years ago. Now it's McCain campaigning for Romney and already looking ahead to the general election, saying Romney's the best candidate to beat President Obama.
I'm really here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to make sure that we make Mitt Romney the next president of the United States of America.
Expectations are high in what has become Romney's adopted home state. A new Suffolk University poll shows him with a commanding lead in New Hampshire at almost 30 points above his rivals. At the same time, Newt Gingrich and John Huntsman have faltered. Rick Santorum, who polls in single digits here, is looking to give Romney a run in the Granite State after his near victory in Iowa. As for the losers in Iowa...
Okay. I mean, it's absurd. I mean, that is just totally false. If we look at this poll,
altered. Rick Santorum.
Here's the poll. Suffolk University poll according to CBS. And here's the exact same poll direct from Suffolk University themselves. Shows Romney on top at 43%. Okay, Romney 43%. And then next it shows Ron Paul here at 16%. It's not there. You know, it's outright manipulation on their part. What's the reason for the outright manipulation? Every time it's a mistake. Over and over again they do the same stuff, and it's just a mistake.